going on, everybody? Level M Diecast. We're going to do an unboxing today. We're going to unbox some of this new Greenlight and Autoworld and MiniGT I got. We're just going to lump these into one video since they're kind of mixed up a little bit. So, first one we got here is from the Vintage Dad Cars Series 4. It's the 1971 Dodge Charger Super Bee in red and white. Now, obviously, there's 5 other cars in this set. I'm the Mopar guy. There's nothing else in this set that I collect, so we're just going to go with this one. The next one we have is from Running Empty, or Running on Empty, I should say. Series 12. This is the 1965 Dodge D100 pickup. There's actually 2 in this series we're going to unbox, because there's 2 in this series I collect. Obviously Mopars and stuff, but I also collect this Escort. Now, there's only been 2 versions of this. This will be the 3rd version. There's definitely going to be more versions coming, but they can't come fast enough, in my opinion. So it's really nice to see these. I think this is a perfect one for this particular series. Very, very fitting. That cool STP deco. I'm going to crack that one open. MiniGT. We're going to crack open that C8. I was hoping that the seller I bought this one from had the black one too, but he didn't. Just the red, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm happy to get it. My other avenues I get MiniGT from did not have this one yet, so very, very happy to pick this up. Crack that one open. Arguably, probably one of the best ones is the Hellcat from Autoworld. The Mijo exclusive. Like I mentioned before, I was actually going to buy these online. I'm glad I didn't. And waited and got these in person because it was cheaper to buy them in person. Plus, I have them in hand, ready to go for a video. And I also got the orange one as well. So we're going to crack that open. Pretty sweet. Boxes are pointless, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to reset the camera, and then we're going to crack these open. All right, guys. Here's our first model. I cut this one open just to start with, and then we'll roll through the rest. I'll cut them open as we go. Now, I have a bunch of these chargers. This is definitely not the most sought-after charger. But this deco is pretty nice, though. I like the red with the white top and the black stripe down the side. It's pretty sweet. It's, Greenlight's had some issues with some quality stuff here and there. But this one's good to go. This one's nice and crisp. I don't see any issues on it. It does have an opening hood. I'll let that roll for just a second. I'll pop that hood open for you guys. I'll crack open the next one. Just so I got it ready. Like I said, man, my unboxings are raw. So let's crack this hood open. I think that Greenlight pays a little bit more attention to their classic castings, the castings that they've had around for a little while. The newer castings seem to be, kind of budget built. A lot of them don't have moving features, but realistically, the majority of people that collect Greenlight don't even crack them open, so it doesn't really particularly matter whether there's a moving feature or not, because people aren't going to be able to use it. And they never display them in the package with hood open or anything like that, so it's in the eye of the beholder, I guess. I don't really mind. I mean, I buy them, I crack them open, but then they sit on a shelf. And they don't do much else. Man, it just looks good. Looks real good. All right, we're going to go on to the Dodge pickup from the Running on Empty series in Conoco livery. I like that they have the tool bed in the back. Obviously, this extended bed, I guess you could call it. It's a 1965. This also does have an opening hood as well. You know, it looks pretty good. I like it. You know, this is a roadside service truck. You know, there's nothing like crazy about this. It's perfect fitting for the running on empty theme. I mean, not really sure what else to say about this one. It's just a pickup. I love pickups. I love classic Mopar pickups, but you know, it is what it is. I'll crack open that hood real quick. Big old block in there. I actually had a chance to buy one of these at one point in time, but it was a rust bucket. Would have taken a tremendous amount of money and tremendous amount of work just to get it to be something you could drive on the road, and I don't have that deep a wallet, so I had to pass on it. But if I can ever find one that at least runs and drives and just, you know, needs a ton of body work and whatnot, I might buy one. I think that'd be cool. I'd love to have a classic Mopar in my garage, but who knows? Maybe in 20 or 30 years, I will have a classic in my garage because I'll still have my Charger. All right, so this is the Ford Escort RS Cosworth, 1995. Like I said, this is the third version they've done thus far. First two versions came out in the hot hatches. I really like the fact that Greenlight's branching out a little bit with their castings. This is just not something that I would have thought that they would make, but that's cool that they are. I love it. You know, proper right-hand drive and everything. The wheels are fantastic. The wheels are perfect. And, you know, this really needs to be in lines that it can have deco and stuff. There's tons of lines they can throw this in. There's tons of places they can use this. It's kind of weird that it's got such a slow rollout. There is a Black Bandit coming, obviously. I wouldn't be surprised if there is also some maybe Bishop partnership exclusive models done as well, like they did with the Datsun. But you know, we'll see how the models roll out. I don't remember if this has an opening hood or not. I'm gonna find out real quick. Sure does. Just, you know, they've done a lot of detail under the hood too. You know, Greenlight's, when they do opening features, they actually put some effort into it. And I think that's why they kind of limit which models they do that with and which models they don't do that with, because if they're going to put forth the effort, they want to make sure that it's something that's going to reap some rewards. And, you know, putting opening features on any model is always good, but if you're just going to plaster some paint inside underneath the hood, it kind of defeats the purpose. At least in my opinion. I like to see actual parts added in there. You know, air cleaner or cover or some type of plastic piece of some sort. All right, we're going to move on to the... Man, that's... Whew, man, this is nice. The MiniGT C8. This has already been covered by other people. I'm sure you guys have already seen a million unboxings of this. This is amazing. This is even better than I thought it was going to be. Now, I've already seen some comments on Instagram where people are like, "Oh man, Matchbox destroyed it," or Matchbox was destroyed by MiniGT and all this other stuff. And I mean, you're not comparing apples to apples here. You're comparing apples to oranges. MiniGT is a far different thing than a kid's toy. This is specifically made to be a collectible for an adult, and obviously it's a much higher price point. It's a 1,200% higher price point. And when you have that kind of budget, you can do stuff like this. And this is amazing. Amazing. I mean, this is even better than any other unboxing or review I could ever tell you as far as having it in person. I'm not saying my unboxing is the greatest. You guys are just checking out the model. But what I'm saying is holding this model in hand is just is not comparable to just looking at it on a screen. And that's pretty much the way it is with almost all MiniGT, because They photograph well, but they are way way better in hand. Way better in hand. And then of course, you know, not that anybody wants to see the box because you already saw the box. It's in the box. Okay, the box was in the blister. We're going to move on to one of these Autoworld Hellcats. We're going to start with the yellow one. We're trying to do these in the exact same order in which I had them up on the screen. Autoworld's fantastic. Now, Johnny Lightning just came out with a Hellcat 2 in their lines, and it's garbage. It's garbage. It is. It's garbage. If you were to put that Johnny Lightning casting next to this, you'd be like, that Johnny Lightning is just a kid's toy. It's not even a collectible. Autoworld has really grabbed my attention. I have not been a fan of Autoworld. I do recognize their unbelievable level of detail. I mean, they are right up there with MiniGT at half the price, which is unreal that they can do that. Unreal. They have some really good stuff coming. The Supra coming is fantastic. Can't wait to get that. 2 more stealths. 2 more Hellcats coming. I love it. I mean, Autoworld is doing a good job, and they've definitely gotten my attention for sure. I just need them to do a Ram pickup now that they've done Ford and Chevy. I don't know why they can't do Ram, but hopefully that's coming in the pipeline. This does have opening hood. Oops. Sorry, guys. Autoworld is... Their models are so good that it's actually kind of hard to use the opening features because they're just exact. It's all as far as this one opens. But they have separate pieces in there. They have printing in there. I mean, sky's the limit, man. I know I talk a lot about MiniGT, but Autoworld is definitely coming up there for me. Now, the one thing that I don't like is there are no side mirrors. I don't know why they don't have side mirrors. It's a very simple thing. You can mold it right into the metal, or you can do like MiniGT does, where they add them on as separate pieces. But at the price point for these, there's no way I don't think that they could add them on as separate pieces. But you know, it's kind of odd for a model that has so much attention to exact detail and so much attention to replicating the real thing that they don't have something as simple as the mirrors. I mean, they even took the effort of putting in some black printing on the side where the mirrors would be to represent that triangle spot, but there's no mirror. It's just odd. It's just very, very odd. But nonetheless, it is still a unbelievably awesome model. It's perfectly hefty weight, perfect size. Very proportionately sized. You know, Autoworld is actual legitimate 1/64 scale. They make a big deal about that. And you can tell. When you start putting Autoworlds next to each other, you can definitely tell that they are to scale. And I'm going to throw both those guys up there. Let them roll around because, of course, it's Mopar. Okay, so we got to leave the Mopars on there for the outro. But there you go. There's Autoworld Mijo Hellcats, MiniGT C8, and then a couple of Greenlights. I got more unboxing videos coming, as you guys saw. And, you know, let me know what you think. Otherwise, check out my other videos. Subscribe. You guys know the whole 9 yards. You know how it works. And we will see you next time on the next video.